Alright, well, since every fan has had their voices heard on this new NASCAR package from testing from Las Vegas, I think it's now my turn to make my voice heard on this one. So, yes, I did see the package. And this is coming on the day of the Super Bowl, so I hope to get this out before the game. Because when the game starts, I'll be completely busy. But, you know, I'll give my thoughts on this package. Overall, the package is gonna suck. Without a doubt. Like, everything I thought about this package being garbage was pretty much correct in this test session. Like, wasn't the whole point of the focus of this package was to pass for the lead? And we couldn't even get any passing for the lead in this package without someone was helping you. Like, you now can't pass anybody straight up. You just need help or luck. Or maybe just flat out wrecking them. Now, if there's one positive I can give for this package, it's that the racing will be a hell of a lot closer than it was in goddamn 2018. But this package is gonna blow. Like, honestly, I don't blame anybody if they don't want to watch NASCAR in 2019, because this package is no inspiration. There's nothing of value. Like, the only good races this year are gonna be the short tracks and road courses. That is literally it. At least all the races that are below 1.3 miles are going to be the only good races. That would probably mean New Hampshire is going to actually be watchable this year. That's interesting. But overall, though, one thing I will do, a quick shout out to Kyle Busch. I'll show its quote out on the screen for calling this package out. Because Kyle Busch is, for once, I'm actually going to agree with Kyle Busch. He is right. They literally will take no skill to drive this package. Like, at least at this point, anybody could do it. Like, if you could put in a top ride, you could probably win in this package. But what has NASCAR done? I'll show the other quote. They have fined Kyle Busch. And that last line. Now, look at that last line right there. That says, they should be careful. They should be careful. People are saying this is not a threat. This is 100% a threat. When you're saying they should be careful, the way this is being worded, it is a threat. Like, really, saying, you should be careful, that is a threat. Without a doubt, I don't know how anybody fucking defends this shit. Like, especially that one Kyle Busch #1 supporter was his name, Erica Stepp. Like, he spent, like, what, all of last year defending Kyle Busch? Now, all of a sudden, when Kyle Busch criticizes a package, now Erica Stepp is criticizing Kyle Busch. Like, weren't you the one defending his ass last year? Now you want to criticize him? Wow, it's pretty quickly how people can turn on Kyle Busch very fast. Especially his #1 supporters. But yeah. But with this package, it is clear as day that NASCAR does not even care about being good anymore. They just want to be entertaining. They are, at best, mediocre. Some NASCAR is going to suffer now a fate worse than death. Yes, there is a fate worse than death, folks. It is called mediocrity. They are not just going to be mediocre. They're going to fucking marinate in that shit. And by the way, what Kyle Busch is fine, it does not make this, it just makes the situation even worse. Well, let's be real with this fine. This fine's a goddamn joke because Kyle Busch is a goddamn millionaire. He can fucking afford that shit easily, but that's not the point. It just shows that you can't say anything bad about the sport or the car or you're gonna pay for it. Like, it is a goddamn joke. NASCAR has now turned into a bunch of oversensitive snowflakes. And this is a clear example of it. Like, what other examples have we had? It also shows a lot of NASCAR's inconsistency and bullshit. Because let me name some examples. Phoenix 2013, Denny Hamlin said the car was a work in progress. Now, in this quote, Hamlin didn't say the car was good. He didn't say the car was bad. He said it was a work in progress. Which means it can be good, but there's gotta be a lot of work to it. And what does NASCAR do? They fine Denny Hamlin $25,000 for actions detrimental to stock car racing because they're thinking the car sucked. No, dumbasses, Hamlin didn't say the car sucked. He said there's room for improvement. And then NASCAR goes on a couple days later and says the car was a work in progress. Example 1 of hypocrisy. of NASCAR's hypocrisy at its finest. And shout out to Denny Hamlin for not even wanting to pay that fine, because he would not stand down to him. Until NASCAR sent their golden boy Joey Logano to go and injure Denny Hamlin at California a few weeks later. And then people wonder why people hate Logano. I wonder why. But that's not the point. Let's continue on. Another example of this was like what? Richmond 2016, Tony Stewart's first race back. Tony Stewart goes, criticizes the new NASCAR's new lug nut policy. What does NASCAR do? They fine Tony Stewart $25,000 for actions detrimental to stock car racing. Because Tony Stewart said something bad that NASCAR did. We can't have that. We gotta be PC and positive. And when I mean PC, I mean politically correct. What? You all thought I meant progressive conservative? Hell no, I meant politically correct. That's what I mean when I say PC. And then what does NASCAR do a couple days after finding Tony Stewart? They changed the lug nut policy. Another example of hypocrisy. So, these three incidents. But let's point some out here. At least 3 times Brad Keselowski has criticized the Gen 6 car, said the car sucked. Kentucky 2017, when he wrecked out, he said the car sucked. Can't drivable. Then Texas 2018, Keselowski said the car sucked. You can't, because once you go side by side with somebody, you spin out. And I think in this test session, Keselowski said the car somewhat sucked. I had to double check. But at least those other 2 instances. Did Keselowski ever get fined $25,000? Let's think. Nope, he got away scot-free. Didn't even find a fucking penny. So it's NASCAR's consistent. So you'll find Denny Hamlin, Tony Stewart, and Kyle Busch for constructive criticism. But when Keselowski goes out and says the car flat out sucks, you won't even find him a dime for it. I need to wonder why fans call out NASCAR for being inconsistent as hell. My goddamn. And then you got people saying, oh, come on, it's just a test session. Give it a chance. At least give it a few races. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Oh, guess what, folks? We've gave this package a chance multiple times. Let me name the list. New Hampshire 2000. Xfinity at Indy 2017. The 2018 All-Star Race. And the Showdown. The 2018 Xfinity at Pocono. 2018 Xfinity at Michigan. And 2018 Xfinity at Indianapolis. And since this is also pretty much a combination with the 2015 high drag package NASCAR did, we can throw in 2015 Indianapolis and 2015 August Michigan. At least for Indy and Michigan, we all know how those races went. The package sucked. Hell, I was at that 2015 Michigan race where they ran that high drag package, and that race fucking sucked. Like, literally, kid you not. My mom and my brother went and walked around the track for a little bit. When they came back, I told them they didn't miss a goddamn thing. And there's a reason why I haven't been to a NASCAR race since. Well, the sport has been pretty much plus, not only that shitty-ass package, but the racing itself has been about as inspiring as fucking cardboard. And then you got a lot of fans leaving. You know, right? No excuses here. You should not be chasing away your own fans no matter what. Because look at this. You have no more left. Because names like Kamikaze, names are what if, names like Thrash Maniac, they're gone. They're gone. They may not be coming back. Alright, technically Kamikaze and What If are going to be watching trucks. And Kamikaze said he's going to watch it with some Xfinity, at least with the road courses. But still. And Thrash Maniac said he's gone. He may never come back. Because Thrash said he's not coming back until NASCAR gets their shit together. But honestly, Levy, Thrasher, if you're watching this video, honestly, man, you got a better chance at winning the lottery than NASCAR getting their fucking shit together. Like, honestly, this package, it gives ammo. This package gives absolute ammo to every single fan that says that this sport is scripted, it's fake, or it's rigged. Whatever word you want to use, I guess. I mean, you know, we have multiple examples of this thing. We had multiple examples of this sport being somewhat questionably scripted or rigged. Like, the list goes on and on and on. Like, if you, like, I can at least say the Daytona 500 pole sitters have raised question marks. Now, 2010, Mark Martin following the championship, finishing runner-up in the championship to Jimmy Johnson. Dale Jr. in 2011, on the 10-year anniversary of Dale Sr. passing away in the 500. 2012, Carl Edwards with, when he coming off, falling just short of the champion in the closest championship battle, where it literally ended in a tie. 2013, Danica Patrick, yeah, that one definitely raised a lot of question marks in her first full season in NASCAR. 2014, Austin Dillon in return of the 3-car. 2015, Jeff Gordon in his final season. 2016, Chase Elliott in his first race replacing Jeff Gordon. 2018, with Alex Bowman in his first race replacing Dale Jr. All of those have raised question marks. The only qualifying that hasn't in this decade has been 2017. Because in 2017, I think everyone thought Dale Jr. was going to win the pole in his first race back from a concussion. And then Jr. missed the pole by 0.02 of a second. And if you paid attention to my predictions video, based on this trend is why I'm picking Daniel Hemrick to win the pole. I wouldn't be surprised if he does win the pole, because Hemrick is going to be driving the 8-car for the first time, because it's the return of the 8-car. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hemrick wins the pole. Like, based on this trend, it's probably going to happen. You know, we're going to have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, plain and simple. And you want to know why fans are leaving the sport? Simple. A lot of fans, they're not content with mediocrity. Especially when NASCAR overhypes and overexaggerates their product as this great spectacle that happens each and every week, when it's been the complete opposite and it's been anything and everything from that. Like, I'll say it right here, NASCAR is not a real sport. It's now a fucking gong show. Absolute embarrassment. Like, it's amazing. 15 years ago, NASCAR was right on the heels of the NFL's ass in ratings. Like, right with them as one of the most popular sports in America. Now 15 years later, they've done a complete 180 from that. And the ratings have been record lows. And if you thought the ratings are bad now, oh boy, they're gonna get even worse. And everyone wants to say NASCAR's not dying. Let's be real, NASCAR's dying. When I see low ratings, that means problems. That means the sport's dying. When sponsors are leaving the sport, that means it's dying. When a lot of drivers are retiring early in their prime, Carl Edwards, Casey Kane, to name a few, it's dying. AJ Allmendinger's even went and fucked off from this hellhole. Like, a lot of drivers are taking the first chance they get to not even come to the sport. Like, everyone's trying to take advantage of the first chance they get to get out of here. Like, hell, when this Cup car is running slower than an Xfinity car, there is a problem. Alright? This package is not a long-term answer. It is at least a short-term answer. And when does the Gen 7 come out? 2021, 2022? Yeah, at least 3-4 years. Here's a question for everyone. How many more million fans is NASCAR willing to sacrifice for this package? Like, they are literally sacrificing millions for this. And we all know it has all the capabilities of being a complete and utter disaster. And already it's starting off to be a disaster. Like, if this package ends up being good, it will take a miracle from hell for this package to be good. But if it does, I'll admit it here. I'll say it here. If it's good, I'll give it a fair and proper crow. I'll eat a shitload of crow for all yous. If it ends up being good. But if it ends up being failing, which it will, don't say I didn't warn yous. Like, NASCAR is pretty much WWE on wheels at this point. Like, I asked the question, NASCAR, do you really want to suffer the same fate as WWE? Because look at how bad that WWE is right now. But I guess NASCAR wants to be as bad as them. They don't care about being good, like I already previously mentioned. They only want to be entertaining. Hell, with this package, it's not even fucking watchable. Like, it's a complete joke. Honestly, my race reviews this year are probably going to be the same old goddamn shit. At least the short tracks and road courses might be watchable this year. Like, honestly, NASCAR, the solution is right there in front of you. Honestly, I know how to make this package better. Take the splitter off. Take the tapered spacer off. Get rid of side force. Keep the aero ducts. And keep the long-ass spoiler. We'd be good with just those two. But get rid of side force, get rid of splitter, and get rid of tapered spacer. That end of discussion. But yeah. And for everyone that's saying, give it a chance, give it a chance, give it a chance. I'm not giving this a chance. I've given NASCAR many chances in my time as a fan. But you know what? I can't just sit here and be fake and be phony and pretend that everything's fine when it isn't. That's not me. That's not how I roll. Alright, I have standards. I'm not lowering the fucking bar, because I don't like most people, I'm actually a real fan. Like, honestly, what do I classify as a real fans? Fans that have passion for the sport. Fans that are not afraid to speak negative about this package. Fans that aren't afraid to speak their goddamn mind and be real. I would classify those as real fans. People that are just PC, people that want to be positive, people that want to just sit down and kiss NASCAR's ass and just pretend everything's fine when it isn't. I classify those as not real fans. I'll say right here, anybody that likes this package is not a real racing fan. They only like drama and excitement out of it. Anybody that likes the chase grid is not a real fan. They only like the drama and excitement that comes out of it. Plain and simple. What else do I have to say? So yeah, in terms of the package, it's gonna fail. I already know 2019 is gonna suck ass. So yeah, how about that? Good job, NASCAR. You're still fucked again. We're probably gonna have a big 3 scenario like 2018 again. Only this time it's going to be a lot worse. I honestly felt like 2018 was only the beginning of the end. Like, we all thought 2019 couldn't get any worse, right? Oh, wait. It did. I also heard about some new excuse the PC positive fans had about why NASCAR is dying or sucks. What's their excuse? Negative fans. Negative fans is why NASCAR sucks right now? That's your fucking excuse? You're gonna say negative fans are what's wrong with NASCAR. Honestly, PC positive fans, I expected better out of yous. But once again, like NASCAR, you've also let me down and disappointed me massively. I'll say it right now, negative fans are not what's wrong with NASCAR. Alright, because last I checked, the fans don't run the sport. Alright, it's not the fans' fault that this sport is a poorly run shithole. Plain and simple. That's on management. That's on all of Brian France's yes men like Steve O'Donnell, Robin Pemberton, and David Hoots. That's on those three. For incompetent decision after incompetent decision after incompetent decision after incompetent decision. In the last 15 years. And don't get me wrong, Brian France getting arrested for being a drug addict and an alcoholic does not help cases. It's just a massive big black eye to the sport. The dark days of NASCAR are already here. And it's gonna be a sad time. And honestly, the only reason I'm negative is because I want this sport to succeed. Believe me, I want it to succeed. I've loved this sport for over 10 years. My entire childhood. And it's sad to see that this sport is now a goddamn joke. And you know what? With this package, they're not going to succeed. You know what? Sometimes you gotta say some controversial stuff. Sometimes you gotta give NASCAR a kick in the ass. And sink them back down to reality. That goes to most of the fan base. Believe me, even after that Kyle Busch quote, I still hate Kyle Busch still. But I will give him respect, and I will give him the credit where it's due sometimes. But yeah, NASCAR's been living up in the clouds too goddamn long. Now time for the real fans to step up, whatever real fans are left, pull NASCAR out of the clouds and sink them back to earth and back to reality. I'll tell you right now, PC fans, you think this package is going to be good? Believe me, when you get dick punched back to reality, don't say I didn't warn yous. I tried. Honestly, at this point, go watch IndyCar, hockey, or baseball. They're going to be a lot more better than this predictable-ass bullshit, because, let's be real, who cares about the chase? Because we already know the Final Four is going to consist of drivers from Hendrick, Gibbs, Penske, and Stewart-Haas. Everybody else can pretend they all have a chance, right? Right?